Hi, welcome to Mindful Healthy Habits with Kevin. We're talking about mindfulness and how to bring mindfulness into your everyday life, how it can benefit your life. Today we're going to be talking about a day when you're not feeling your best, a mental health day. You're not sick, you don't have the cold, you don't have the flu, but something's not right. You're just not feeling right. You're a little off. It's not your A game. You've had a good night's sleep, or it's just you woke up and it's just not your best day. So how can you navigate your way through the day without kind of getting into trouble, without getting yourself into a mess? You can mindfully, first of all, be aware that today is not my best day. If you're able to, and you're able to take a day off work, take a mental health day, then I would suggest to do that. Take the day and create a relaxing day for yourself where you eat healthy, you rest, you drink lots of water, maybe go for a walk, do some light exercise, just get yourself back into your groove. And if you take one day like that, the next day you'll feel so much better from taking a mental health day. Now, for most of us, we may not be able to do that. We can't take a day off, and we have to go to work. So this is what I suggest. If you have to go into work and you have to kind of get through a day that you know already, first thing in the morning, it's just not your best day, here's what I would suggest to try. This is not a day that you're going to take on the world. This is a day where you just kind of take a step back and you let the world come to you. Simplify everything. Have a very simple day. Nothing too complicated. Don't take on more than you're able to. If you're able to manage the first part of the day by simplifying everything, you have a better chance of just kind of laying low, letting everyone come to you, knowing that you're not your best self, and just watching your reactions, being mindful of your reactions. Now you have tools, you have things that you can do in the meantime. You can practice mindfulness, trying to stay in the present moment. A lot of times when we're not feeling our best, our mind really wanders to the past or the future, and it makes it more complicated than it needs to be. So one of the first steps in simplifying your day is to stick to the present moment. Stick to what's happening right now. If you catch yourself drifting off and thinking about this or thinking about that, or negative thoughts start to come up, right away just say, okay, I'm gonna distract myself. I'm gonna stay in the present moment. I'm gonna let those thoughts pass by, and then I'm going to go back to whatever it is I was doing that's going to anchor me into the present moment. You can use breath exercises as well. Okay, whenever you're not feeling well, one of the best, most simple exercises, breath exercises you can do is just a simple inhale for 3 or 4, exhale for 3 or 4. Match your inhales with your exhales. Okay, it's equal ratio breathing. So just a simple inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And just do 5 to 10 of these, just equal ratio, balancing your breath. That will start to bring yourself down. Sometimes when our thoughts get some momentum, it's really hard to stop them dead in their tracks. Like there's just They're going to keep going. There's always that momentum. So this breathing exercise just slows down that momentum. It may not completely get rid of it, but it's going to slow kind of the strength of the thought. It's going to slow it down so that it's more manageable. Do another breathing exercise. Maybe go for a walk. Maybe do some light exercise, something that will just kind of distract you from that thought. Bring it back to the present moment, because that thought most likely has nothing to do with the present moment. So if you bring it back to the present moment, you're going to be fine. You're going to slow the momentum down of that thought, and then pretty soon it just feels like it's kind of faint. The thought's still there, but it's lost a little bit of its power. It's kind of in the background, and it kind of pokes his head out like, are you ready to listen to me now? No? Okay. And then it goes away. And it's kind of like that. Like it kind of goes into hiding for a while, and it'll come back. It'll check on you. And you're like, no, I'm not thinking that today. Okay. And then it goes away. And then eventually the momentum of that thought kind of goes, it just drifts by. And then you're feeling better. You can focus on what you're doing. So that's a nice technique you can try to just simplify your thoughts. Don't think too much about the past and the future. Use a breathing technique to just slow down those busy thoughts, and bringing your breath back into balance, you're going to feel so much better. If somebody comes to you and approaches you on that day and asks you, can you do this? Can you take this on? Just be honest. That's the best thing. Just say, this is not a day that I want to take on more than I already have. I'm not my best self right now. Just be honest. I'm not my best self right now. I'm kind of simplifying things today. Normally I would help you out, but I need to look after myself today. And sometimes, we feel guilty about that. We want to help people as much as we can, but ultimately, you gotta help yourself first. You can't help anybody else if you're a wreck and you're not thinking your best and doing the best things that you can. So on those types of days, simplify. I can't stress that enough. Simplify everything. It's not a day that you're going to take on the world. It's a day that you're going to be very mindful, and you're going to navigate through tricky parts of the day, and you're just going to lay low. And you're going to see if you can get through the day. You're going to go home, do some really healthy, self-soothing exercises when you get home. Take a bath, read a book, do some meditation, do yoga, do some breath work, do something, cleaning, baking, something that keeps your mind off things. Try to get a really good night's sleep. And the next day, it just feels like you're reset. That's what I got for you today. Just take a chill day. There's some days where you just need to simplify things and not get carried away. When you're feeling like your best, sure, bring it on. I can take on that, I can take on that, I can take on extra. But on some days, you just need to lay low. Be mindful of your reactions. Be mindful of your thought processes. Try to bring it back to your present moment. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you.